So I had a nose-in ground helicopter interaction, which basically drove the throttle servo and stripped a gear. This is a Xpert Mini. It's the MM3301HV. So I've never done this before, never replaced gears. So I figured I'd pull the cover off. I bought some gears and figured I'd try and see if I can swap out some gears and get the servo back together. Anyway, let's go. Like I said, never done this myself, so I have no clue what I'm doing, but we'll figure it out. So I like to do things like this on a white piece of paper because there's a lot of little parts, and I figure my dirty table, it's probably easy to keep track of everything if I have a white piece of paper. Spread everything out. This is going to be fun figuring out where all this stuff goes. So I probably should have took the thing apart before the camera so you don't sit here and watch me go through this on screen. Fun part's going to be remembering all this stuff. What goes where. Looks like that piece there. Maybe that one goes over there. That goes in the middle. That thing looks familiar, like that one there. Okay, there's an itty bitty guy. Where's the itty bitty guy go? Maybe he goes underneath. Like that one here. Like he goes under there maybe. So that. Kind of position everything. All right, let's see, take it apart. All right, so that came out there. Sure enough, I think that's that guy there. Maybe he goes in. Then he comes out. Sure enough. Fun part. Don't get these things confused. All right, fun part's now. How do you get to the little ones? You have the little guy here. All right, sure enough, that's how that did. All right, and big boy. Now, I don't know where the stripped gear was, but we'll probably find some stripped gears in here somewhere. So you can see if that was it. Looks like some damage there. Who knows? Okay, there's that thing. So that's this guy here. Probably take that thing out. All right, so that comes out. While I'm here, I might as well do the bearing, right? How do you get the bearing out of this thing? Yeah, all right, so there's... All right, let's get the shafts laid out in here. All right. Yeah, bearing's fun to get out. All right, bearing, come out of here. Bearing. Come on out, bearing. Let me get the shaft out of the way. Shafts just pull out? Nope. They don't make it easy, do they? Yeah, that's going to be problematic. That thing just spins, huh? All right, so the question is, how do you get that bearing out of there? Does that pull out? Come on, bearing. There's that bearing, right? Yeah, looks like it. All right, so how do you get it out of there? How do you guys get that bearing out? How do you guys get this bearing out? You just keep fumble farting with it like I am? Until you get it? Well, let's just try this. I'm going to play with putting it back together anyway and just see, is there a organization? Is there a key somehow? Okay, let's put this thing back on. Put the new one in now. I'll take the bearing apart later, figure out how to get it done. All right, so this goes back on there. All right, so I can see where the pins go on the main gear. They kind of hit those slots. All right, probably should got some little forceps, huh? Yeah, but that would be easy. Okay, so that goes on there. Nice tight fit. All right, so that goes there. This has two little pins. So those two little pins right there. Like that slides on and lines up over that, those pins. Come on. Yeah, let's get those pins to line up. All right. Find the slot, Greg. Indicator? Sure enough. All right, there we go. On the top, you can see where the pins are. Somehow I don't think this should be that hard to push in. Is that it? I feel like it's going deeper than that. Get that to line up. Oh, I know it's square. Probably hard to see what I'm doing here. All right, so I tried to line those little pins up with these pins here. So let's try and get those to go straight on. So if I get that to line up straight in with the housing, I can at least know how timing is. All right, so that goes on there. I just feel like it should go in further now, like I'm not going all the way in. Don't really like the idea of pushing too hard on anything for fear I'll break something. But yeah, those pins should line up with the housing. Come on, buddy. Let's get in there. Ah, feel like that went. There we go. Feel like that. All right. That feels in. Okay. Now the fun part's coming. Remember how everything else went. All right. That little guy went down here. So big boy goes here. Like I said, I'll pull the shafts out later. So that went there. All right. So I got to put the little one down there first. All right. So little guy goes on first. So this little guy went here. Okay. Then what? This guy goes down. He goes down. And that guy went. And this guy went. Hey. Did I just do it? Don't think everything's in as far as it needs to go. Yeah, I feel like there's a gap. Like that first one, not all the way seated. Might be hard to see right there. That first one I put in there, he seems like he's still quite a ways off of being set where it needs to go. All the way down. It is all the way down. You know? It is all the way. It is all the way in. I think it's part of the old gears. Anyway, so I'll just finish putting it together and play with it some more to see if I can figure it out. Anyway. I wonder if that was it. Let's see. All right. We have put servo gears back together. Like I said, it feels like that's not all the way in. You know what I mean? So I think I got to go back and check some fit on it. But anyway, so yeah, these little gears are a pain in the butt. But getting everything seated in there probably right. I think that one here is still not set right. But anyway, conceptually, that's kind of what it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and take it back apart and do a little more cleanup on it. But kind of that's how the gears go in and out. Okay, so it was as expected. Just need to get that first bearing set a little bit better. So I got that just pushed down to where it's nice and where it belongs, get it fully seated. What I did do is I went through and I dug around my old gears that came out. And you can see right here is where that tooth chipped during that hit. Like I said, I hit on the nose of the helicopter, and it drove the fan shroud back, which was the servo mount, and then that hit the stop on the carb, and that solid rod literally just broke that tooth off. So that one piece of steel I found inside the helicopter is, or in the frame, is that tooth. And I threw it away somewhere. It's under the table somewhere. But anyway, so I have now, maybe that's it right there. There it is. That sheared the gear off of that right there. But I think it took a hard hit. We're back together. I did strip the screws, so I got to go find some screws. You know, the screws that put the housing together. So I stripped the screw heads. So anyway, I have rebuilt my very first servo. Super excited to go fly.